All right. Good evening, everybody. I know y'all love my Tech Tuesday theme song. When you hear that music, you know what is about to go down. We are about to dive in. We're going to talk about the tech stack, all right? The green stack. Sustainable computing. If I haven't already introduced myself, which I'm like that person that will talk to everybody in the room, my name is Zakia White. I am the event manager here at the Center for Black Innovation, but also the community manager with Tech Tuesday. Tech Tuesday is a community for us, by us, all right? So we can just dive into all of the latest, the greatest, and just make sure that we are tapped into all of these topics, whether it's AI, whether it's vibe coding. Now we're talking about the tech stack. We got somebody demoing tonight, and that is not me. Tonight is all about our guy, Rich. I like that. He said, my name is Richmond Taylor, but you can call me Rich. I said, okay, I like that. I like Rich, he went from playing soccer, European soccer, to building a future with AI. So Rich is helping us make sure that we have a human-centered approach to tech, making AI feel less intimidating and more actionable. So how can we get things done now? His work is all about using AI more intentionally so people and organizations can work smarter, create better, and unlock what they are truly capable of. So please give us a Tech Tuesday welcome. DJ, you got that music ready? You got the music ready for us?
Rich what?
Rich what? Couldn't help it, y'all. This is my movie. This is my thing. Thank you so much for the amazing intro. That warms my heart. Not much for me to say just coming up here. That y'all already know what I have to bring to the table, but I just want to tell you a little bit where I'm from now. I do live in Miami, South Beach, but I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Not a big tech scene, and Miami's absolutely booming in AI, and it's getting very exciting for like where we are headed, and we are in a great spot. Tech Tuesdays, shout out, and then also making it green. How do we make it sustainable? And that is such a big proponent to what we're going to be able to do. Learn a little bit about tonight. But first, while I do this, I do want to build something together and do a live demo. And then we can talk about the green sustainability initiatives during that. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go share this screen by doing, this is the coolest thing ever. I push this button and we're in. That's my tool, prompt anything. I'm wearing the shirt. If you ever get a chance, read the back of it. It's kind of funny. I actually prompted it and cut it out and put it on the shirt. But it's about, basically, prompting is how you speak with AI. Google Translate on, like, if you're in a French store and you can't speak French, are you going to be able to order anything there? Probably not. If you're in the middle of the AI chatbot and you're trying to make something happen, you don't know how to speak to AI, are you going to get what you want? Not at first. You keep reprompting it and reprompting it and reprompting it, then maybe after 12 hours, maybe even 12 days, you get the output that you want. That's what we're looking to combat with prompt anything. When it comes to prompting something, it takes marketing teams roughly 12 hours a day. This is from IBM. 12 days, to be able to finalize their prompt. The carbon footprint on that is astronomical. And whenever you're talking about data centers, the people that are keep reprompting and not being able to figure that out themselves, that has taken roughly, stats say 440 million gallons of water per day. And you know that there are more and more data centers, even in South Florida, just popping up everywhere with this AI. How do we manage these data centers? How do we make sure that the sustainability initiatives are going to be able to be hit? We have to be able to figure out how to prompt. We got to be able to figure out how to use AI the best way.
I'm building a consumer app, so it's time, beauty, and tech. So basically it's going to be an app that does some hair analysis scanning, and then that's going to tie into like an SDK integration for telehealth. So on Lovable, as he mentioned, I was able to go in and just literally talk my face off and prompt it to build out the first layer of the app, I guess you could say, where it's like the home page, to fill out your information. It had a scan option to take pictures and upload them. So it gave me that whole breakdown, but I'm not a techie, so that's kind of where it started and where it ended.
I love that. I have an idea. I can walk with you how to build a Claude skill for that, what you're looking for with the design and being able to see that. But if you guys want to we can build your web app like right now. and get you pretty far away, not without just a landing page with a lot of different pages on it.
That you can actually click into and see.
Yes. I'm going to come up here?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. So with this, are you just more like, hey, build this out, da 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 da, or do you make it more personal?
Just brain dump. It's so simple. Like, hey, I want to build an app that does. This is what this is, y'all. It helps you really get an idea or a construction of something AI can really understand. So what we're going to do here is just literally brain dump your app, and we're going to go to the next stage. And I'm going to explain to you guys each step of the way on how prompting works, choosing your best LLM, and being able to build things yourself. So yeah, I'm going to push this button and see if this. We're good. Yeah. Go ahead and speak.
Hi, I'm trying to build an app called Pilus, P-I-L-U-S, a consumer app that is tied to telehealth. So what I want the user to do is to be able to log in their hair issues, protected under HIPAA laws. We want to get personal things like cancer, things like hair loss in the past, things like their diet, stress level, hormones. At Pilus, we believe our slogan is your hair is a vital sign. After that, I want the clients or the consumers to be able to upload their scalp photos or photos of their hair so that we can use an AI analysis to get insights. From that AI analysis, I want to be able to tie this app into telehealth sessions or be able to connect those consumers with professionals such as trichologists, dermatologists, or maybe even professional hairstylists in the area. In addition, we want to have a route where we can refer products to those consumers that we know for a fact actually works.
Okay, wow.
Right, you got all that. It did stop right here. I'm using WhisperFlow. Testing. All right, let's try this again. So this WhisperFlow is like easier way. I don't like typing, in case you guys haven't noticed, but we're gonna have to resume from right here, from their slogan. Apologies about that. Testing.
We believe at Pilus that your hair is a vital sign. Things like your stress, hormone levels, and nutrition all affect your hair. So we want to be able to create a data or a biomarker that's able to track some of those hair issues that we have, tying it into telehealth SDK integration.
Let's go. Awesome. That's a win. So I'm going to review this one more time, make sure we got all the different data in there. Delete this part too. All right. And you can also type in this too, in case you guys wanted to try that. So make sure this looks good. I'm going to scroll down. You want to add anything else?
Should I do the flow chart again so that it knows what order it's in terms of like the scanning, the analysis, and all that stuff?
So when it comes to your prompt, as much context as possible is great. The purpose behind this tool is it fills in the missing gaps that we haven't thought of, but for this example, yes, say as much as possible as you
Okay,
can.
so let me talk this through and then is that way we're picking up on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. Okay.
Ready? 3, 2.
So Pilus is going to be a consumer app that we are building for consumers to be able to log in their hair issues, upload scalp and hair photos to be able to get an AI analysis breakdown. From that breakdown, we'll be able to refer the consumers out to products that actually work, that we can track and that are measurable. And we also want to tie it into telehealth where we can connect them with a professional, whether it's a dermatologist, trichologist, a hairstylist, or a professional in that area.
Dermatologist and then resume
Trichologist.
Trichologist. Yeah. They asked trichologist.
Trichologist, dermatologist.
Anything else? Is that good?
I think that's generally it.
All right. So for this app, which you guys get on, I'll send a QR code at the very end. There's a free version of this as well. you put down your app. And you could have started with, hey, I just want to build an app that pilots a consumer app tied to telehealth, and that's it. This app will walk you through on how to build each step of the way. So what we're going to do first is we're going to push continue, but you're good now. We can give everyone a round of applause, please. We're going to build our app here in 15 minutes. Someone got a clock if you want to clock it. So we're going to push continue here. And now we have 4 options here. An agent. I'm sure we're familiar with Claude and ChatGPT, right? Everyone's used AI before. Has anybody used a project before?
Project is an AI?
So in ChatGPT and Claude, there's a side panel that you'll see folders, yeah. So projects, folders, same thing. And Gemini has gems. If you were to go into those, you would have, you would click in there, you can name it to whatever you want to, my email buddy or my sales research friend, or whatever you want to call it. You click into it, there's an instructions section. That's where you would put the agent. If you were to click on this, you can I want to make an agent that organizes all my emails and gives me a summary of what I have to do today. This is going to take you through that. You copy whatever prompt we get, and you put it in the instructions, and now you have your agent tied to your Google. You can even say, hey, scan my Google for all the expenses that I had, and when you put it all into a spreadsheet and send it right to my accountant, it could do that as well. That's an agent. The simplest use of AI. Sounds kind of complicated. It's pretty simple whenever you start using it. Instructions, agent. Workflow automation. That is anybody familiar with N8N, Make.com, Zapier? These are different kind of tools that essentially you can start with. Let's say you have a form on a website or a landing page saying, hey, buy my stuff. Whenever someone says enter and they have their email, their phone, whatever, you can use like one of those tools to grab it, put it inside a Google Sheet, enrich the leads with other tools inside of this drag and drop just interface. And then you can also find their cell phone numbers, emails, and you can have it on another tool that calls them, another tool that emails them, another one that sends them a LinkedIn connection, and then updates you on Slack if they opened it. It's crazy. That's the workflow automation. That's the power behind what that builds. And it all, again, starts with a prompt. You need to explain what it does. It's like multiple agents in one. A Claude skill. That's where it gets a little bit more technical, but I do have a YouTube video. It's 9 minutes long. It helps you get set up. That's basically your AI assistant. You build the Claude skill folder, you build the skill builder, and then all you gotta say is, hey, prompt anything. I wanna build a skill that researches prospects for me that are a day old, that on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, they're asking for my help of whatever I solve. It will build it for you, and it will find those leads for you, and they will be the hottest leads you'll ever get. This is what AI is capable of. That plus, hey, I want to make marketing content that I can post on LinkedIn or Instagram, and I want you to post it for me. Claude skill, boom, done. If you make it all, it takes you 30 minutes. I'll send you the video. WebApp's what we're going to do today. The other day, this is mind-blowing, I didn't want to pay for DocuSign anymore. I made a DocuSign look-alike to save some cash. Not as legally blocked in as DocuSign, but we're sending things out that we make our own PDFs out, but still don't have to pay for it. It still does the basics, sends and signs, and that's all we need. We're not doing anything legal just yet. Fingers crossed. Anyway, WebApp. We have our original prompt here, and what the AI did here, it's choosing Claude Sonnet 4.5. Why do you ask? It's the best right now in coding. 4.7 is out right now, but we're using a cheaper model because we don't need to even use 4.7 right now. It's using an optimized model for what we're looking to do. This is a prototype. It's not the most intricate app, no knock on the app at all, but it's something that you can replicate and simple, right? It doesn't have, I don't know, I couldn't even explain it, like a Salesforce where you have like fields and contacts and all this stuff, all the crazy stuff. You can build this, but it's still going to be customized and it's going to be useful. We're using Claude Sonnet. What we do here, and this is a quick learning experience for all of us, you go on your phones and you look at arena.ai/leaderboard. It's going to show you all the best LLMs at certain categories. Right now, Claude is king, but in the image generation, GPT 1.5 is actually performing better than most. A couple months ago, Gemini was number 1 on the list. You don't have to learn all these different AIs and who's winning and who's got the bigger stick. This picks it for you because it automatically sees from your original prompt what you're looking to build. We're building a consumer app where we're optimizing it for coding. Easy. All right, now bear with me. This is where it gets a little bit more in depth. We came here to learn a little bit, right? If I click on advanced settings, the reason they're advanced is because if you want to change anything, you can. If you decide that you want to use any other model, we have access to 600 plus models. You can use any of these legacy models. You can use Perplexity, Anthropic, Gemini, whatever. That's that. Temperature. This is a fun one to learn. Does anybody know what temperature means in AI?
No.
Temperature is how you tell AI to be either more creative or more precise. If you're building a legal app, you want it to be as precise as possible because you don't want to screw up. But if you want it to be a marketing content generator, you might want to throw some creativity in there and give it a little bit more leeway, right? For this one, I think balanced would be good. You think balanced would be good for your app? A little bit of both?
She's talking about whole caramel, maybe less creative.
There will be some compliance standards in here, and we'll see that here in a second. But you can also upload files like a brand kit in case you want certain colors, and it'll explain it in there as well. But from here, we're going to go ahead and generate the prompt. But wait, we probably need to add context to the prompt. Context to your prompt fills in all the blanks. If you start with a simple sentence, I want to make an app that is a dating app for dogs, for example, or something just random. It's going to want to ask you about like the Stripe payments. Do you want to have dashboards? Do you want to have people that can log in? Do you want to add Google authentication in there? You don't have that if you just have a simple sentence, but this is going to help us refine this. And then now it's thinking and generating the questions. AI does take some time now, so now I'm going to read you some cool sustainability facts. Oh, that's fun. So the AI said, you know what? This is probably a high compliant app. You probably need some questions answered to make sure that everything's going to be pinpoint for what you're looking to build. This is the most tedious part, but whenever you're building AI and you want to automate things and get so much work out of the way, do 5 minutes of work up front where you can review 37 questions to save you weeks, if not months, if not years of building something that we have the ability to do now. So for this prompt, we want to look at our product scope and core functionality. And I want you to read this, and I want you to make sure that this is what you'd like to see. Let me know when you're ready for me to move forward. And feel free, I can change anything in here or uncheck it and not include it. I did this for a lawyer today for case law, and he loved every bit of it. Because if you can specify what this thing's supposed to do, it's going to do what you want it to do.
So it thinks for you. It asks the questions, and you just like, if you agree that that's what you need, you add it. If you say, I don't need that, you just uncheck the box.
Exactly.
Got it.
And the more you use it, the more it gets to know you, the more it can generate the best. If it knows say you run a business and you have a tech stack, it's not going to say HubSpot, it's going to say Salesforce or Zoho CRM. You use, you got it, the MailChimp versus something else. Let me go down here. There's 37 questions, so we got to run through them. We got to do it. HIPAA compliance and data security.
And I like how it categorizes the questions.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, me too. So here's the HIPAA and PHI under HIPAA. I don't even know what that means, but AI does. That's why it's a helpful assistant. Encryption rest, SOC 2, type 2 compliance target? Come on.
You're thinking of all those things you probably didn't even think about.
Exactly, I'm like,
You
okay,
just did this simple
nice to
prompt.
know.
Yes. And imagine the time this saves.
Yeah, because chat would have given me a whole bunch of questions now to then put back into chat to answer those, like,
Non-skeleton, how annoying is that? Probably didn't give me 37.
Right?
So product referrals, monetization.
Uh-huh.
If you remember, this is an application that is going to kick some butt, so it needs some kick butt data, right?
Exactly. And I think that's the issue that I was running into sometimes when I pitch it to people that don't understand the layer of what I'm trying to build. They just think it's like not as detailed as this, but it really does need to be super detailed.
Right. Even like copy this and put it into like a project and say, hey, and turn this into like my assistant for my app, so I can answer questions and build pitch decks and do all the things that knows your app, right?
Really? Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
The information you put in here, does this train other models or it's private to your account?
This is private to your account. We are implementing an enterprise model where we can have teams. So you have multiple people using the same kind of prompting and everything, so it learns who you are. We're also bringing in like outside databases, so you can like put in all of your company information. This is your company prompting thing tool. It's not moving anywhere. There is a selection. I forgot to show you guys. May I move
I
up?
like the pharmaceutical integration. That's something I didn't even really think about. Because right now everyone's coming out with hair products. You think about Beyonce and who just came out with Lina shampoo, but at the end of the day, it really does come back to pharmaceuticals as well, like the medicated side, the products.
Awesome.
My bad.
Up here, really quick, I did want to run this through. If it was about me and Bishop AI, I'd put personal context and business context. It was in your profile up here. It reads your LinkedIn. And we're bringing in Instagram and everything else. Yeah.
So is it safe for us to just assume for the demo purpose that maybe she wants everything?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think she like it.
Yeah. It looks good.
Looks good? So ready to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we can always generate additional questions, add in any final notes if you wanted to add anything else, and then you just generate the prompt. Again, using Claude Sonnet, because it read all the different clarifying questions and said, you know what, I'm going to double down on Claude. Again, it's kind of easy to double down on Claude because they are number one. Yes?
I have one question about that, Mark. So if it's using Claude Sonnet, does that mean that I have to have a Claude account? Because all of these different GPTs want you to pay for something, right? So I got this one over here, I'm paying $20. This one over here, I'm paying $20. If I'm using your platform and it's using Claude, do I have to have a Claude account, or is it just you? I have to have a Claude account. No Claude account.
No Claude account.
So this is the cheat code.
It's a cheat code.
Don't tell Claude.
The super, I want to call it super villain, but like the plan for this app, and a week ago I bought it as CTO. This is all me right now. But we're looking to, just to give you guys some idea, we're looking to bring in all the image, the generation models, the web generation models, the video generation models, all inside of this tool. So we're essentially will be the emperors of the gladiator pit. And you have this gladiator really good at writing copywriting. This one's really good at web development. This one's really good at image generation. While all the big dogs of the LLM chain are fighting over who's best at what, I'm just going to pick up this guy and just use it right here. Eventually, our goal is for everyone to quit their ChatGPT, Gemini, all their subscriptions, and just use this one for generation. But TBD.
So not only are we sustainable with the environment, but also with our money?
So the sustainability side of things is this, we're going to see the prompt here in a second. This would take so much time, so much effort, and that's a lot of token usage. Imagine being able to even tenth that. But there's 440, how many gallons of water was that? 449 million gallons of water a day. Divide that by 10. And then have even more so, because you're not going to have to iterate so much because they have an amazing prompt. So another part of this prompting framework is, or this prompting tool is, let me get this thing over here. I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about prompting. All right? right? We came here to learn a little bit about prompting. A prompt is made out of a system, a user, a developer, and an assistant message. Who you are, what you do, what's your examples, what's your goal, what's your objective. That's only 4 characters. We expand those 4 characters from 3 to 12 with the brand new made framework from the AI, whatever it decides that it wants to make. This one uses the Risen framework. I like that framework. But you notice that's 5 characters, so it decided to either bring the system, user, developer, or assistant into 2 of those letters, or maybe it divided it into many different places. What that does, essentially, it builds your requirements, build PLUS, had HIPAA-compliant consumer application, vital signs, content information, login credentials, version 1 scope, integration, telehealth SDK. It's going to go down to here for pharmacy integration, wearables integration, for Apple Health, ordering, Fitbit, passive sleep. We have our security, HIPAA compliant, whatever AES 256 means. Let's go. That's good, right? You have execution as well. And there's an end somewhere down here. Look how long this prompt is, right? It's a big, big prompt. But navigation. Tokens are characters used in speaking with AI and prompting something. Each character is going to be costing a token, right? But whenever you talk to AI and you get a response back to AI, that's 2x in your tokens because you have to pay for the response. If you start with your big prompt, you're not going to have to conversate with it until you figure out that you need it to be iOS first, your onboarding flow with the splash screen, your hair is a vital sign messaging, and all these other things that you'd eventually down the road be able to figure out. I hope you guys are starting to understand that being able to master your prompt, you're going to be able to master a big part of the carbon footprint because you're not having to spend so many tokens and waste so much water. I'm going to export this prompt. We're going to go to, we can use any of these. Let's go to Lovable. These are all tools that you can build apps on, just by the way, just so y'all know. I was a chat with an LLM. We're going to click this. Bring me to Lovable. Ooh. That's cool. Anyway, I'm going to do this for free. I'm going to go into my other thing. Now I'm going to paste this prompt into here. Great. It's the same flow that you guys would take. Control V. And if you had a branding kit, this would be a good time to, do you have a website or a branding kit you like to emulate, or like a website you'd like to emulate?
Well, here's the thing. So I built the, like a lead page on Lovable, but the issue that I'm running into is that it's asking me to put in, I guess, the domain. It wants me to have a pilot.com. Yeah. Like, to be able to, I guess, publish it, take it off and be able to send it out, because it created a waiting list for me as well. So I have a waiting list link that they sent that I can send to people to go on a pilot's waiting list for when the app actually launches. And then it did like a one-page website where it was just information. And I don't know. I'm not a techie, so by step 6, I'm confused. I don't know why I started, and I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like, you kind of get lost in the sauce, you know?
I'll walk you through how to do that in a little bit.
And even this whole Claude thing with all these different names now that are attached to Claude, what does all that mean? That there's Claude Opus, Claude Son,
They're just being special. Opus is the expensive, really good one. Mythos is about to come up, and that's the one they had to take off the internet because they got really scared of what it could do, dystopian stuff. They said we need to come together and make this work really well. Yeah, we're there. Sonnet is the one below, costs less, and then you have blanking. Haiku, which is the cheapest model. So
is that something, as you're saying with the branding, can I go in and add that later on, or is it something that needs to be added now?
It's a good rule of thumb to add it now, but you can always just do it later on too. But a good rule of thumb too with building in Lovable, just give it a little bit of an extra encouragement and say, make sure all the buttons work. And let's do one more thing I forgot to add in here. let's have a button that allows us to make this a phone app on the landing page. Boom, 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 boom. All right. The BYU buttons. All right, now I'm going to push enter, and now it's building the app with all this information. So that's it. And now we're going to see a visual of it, and we're going to publish it, and we can go online, and you can open it on your phones. It's ready to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Prompt anything. I'm going to save this for you. So if you ever wanted to improve it, click this. I'm working on this enhanced prompt. It just makes it different. But remember your name?
Tanika. Tanika.
I'm going to save this to library. You can tell that I use this more than anybody else.
What is the framework Horizon?
It's the made framework by AI. You can see this one used the Orchestrate framework. This one used the RT Spec, Glacier, Signal Trace, Pagecraft, Prismatic,
So is framework Horizon?
DocuSign, used Risen. It's probably for the app, probably default. Lovable or Base 44, Bolt-on-New, whatever, insert vibe coding app. I tried a few.
In the frameworks, all the letters have a different meaning, like R for something requirements or no?
Yeah, no, it does. So this is a thumbnail for YouTube. This one's visual identity system. This one says input selection, whatever stuff. Yeah, no, every single letter means something different.
And the frameworks, you gave it to the AI, or you asked the AI to create a variety of frameworks and then pick the one that it wants?
Good question. So you remember the system user developer assistant message? I have a system user developer assistant message for generating the questions and the answers. So this is your job, this is what you do, this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to achieve. A lot of back-end work in this app, guys. And when it comes to developing the frameworks and the prompt, there's also a system user developer assistant. But in that, I say, I want you to generate a customized framework each and every time to make sure the AI knows specifically what its job is to do. I got that data, not to toot my prompt's horn, but I've taken Claude courses, IBM courses, ChatGPT courses, what do you call it? Did I say IBM? Anyway, all OpenAI courses. I took all of their data from their prompting side and I put it into a document and I made this bad boy right here. So a little bit of a nerd here, guys, but it turned out to something pretty awesome. But one last thing I do want to share is something a little bit off topic, but it has to do with prompt anything. Let's just do this real quick. Inbound sales rep. I'm going to share this video with you guys so you can actually build Claude skills all you want to. Claude skill, if you use sales, you get phone calls, you get emails. Inbound sales rep is going to help book your calendar and be able to qualify your leads. This is a Claude skill. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put personal and business context in here. We're finding the prompt. But whenever you're using AI and Claude and using all these tokens, right, it costs money. It costs money to use this. It does help, but then it costs money. If you ever wanted to, and I have my computers running right now. I have a Mac Mini, and I have a desktop computer as well running as we speak, handling my LinkedIn comments, my DMs, my Instagram outreach and follows. I'm building other Instagram channels for this. They're running right now. But they all have self-hosted LLMs. This is the seed I'm going to plant because I can't really explain how to do this. That's a TBD moment. If you Google how to do it and ask Claude how to do it, or build an agent to walk you through how to do it, then it's going to be able to. But if you self-host your LLM, you technically aren't spending any tokens because your LLM lives inside of your computer that's running. A computer that runs like a Mac Mini The stats were, it runs at 65 watts. It's a fraction of what just a central data center GPT or GPU unit uses. That essentially means one Mac Mini that you're using that's not spending any tokens is at a fraction of what the data centers are generating because it's all in the cloud. That's essentially bringing your carbon footprint to peanuts whenever you self-host your LLMs. Gemma 4 is a big one that is out now. It's open source. What that means is anybody can use it. Look out, Claude, and say, walk me through how to self-host my Gemma 4 model and all the things I need to do with it. And be very descriptive. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old. And it's going to help you walk through step-by-step, non-technical. I came from not being technical. 0. I played soccer. I didn't know. I graduated in finance. I wasn't in this world. Now, pretty dangerous. For the customization side of things, whenever we're building with AI, this is a big deal. We want to be able to use AI with humans. Right. If AI takes over and can kind of take the human creativity out of it, what do we have to offer if we're just using AI and no human input? Our input is the prompt. Our ability to explain what we are and what we want, what we need, is the prompt. You don't have to learn how to put 2 hashtags and text up here. You just got to be able to explain who you are, what you do, and whatever outcome you want to achieve. Once AI does that, there's not really a purpose for humans to do it. So how do we combine the humans and the AI to be stronger than anything else? And that's from last senior prompt. And that's my mic drop moment, guys, but I'm still talking, so.
Sorry, real quick, my second question, just out of curiosity. So sustainability was kind of like the central thesis and found or starting this prompt anything company?
Actually, it was birthed through Bishop AI. It's my automation education company, full stack. We're enterprise, mid-market. And yeah, no, we needed to make like in workflows really quickly, like online, on demo. Because I had a GPT prompter, for example, that would kind of do this. And then in web apps as well for landing pages or whatever, or agents, whatever they wanted to build, teaching them, making custom courses. And I realized GPT kind of stunk at the time. They got better and they got worse. And they just came out with GPT 5.5, I think, today. But then I stumbled upon different websites showing the LLMs being good at specific categories. I'm like, I'm going to do that because I want to be able to have the best product for the best solution for my clients. So that's what we did. That's the kind of how we built this thing out so we can build it all out. So now we have an application for you. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this so you can open up on your Plies Hair Health, which is called Plies. Maybe we're going to be all extra. This is the app, and this is not going to be on.
It's taken.
Yeah, but it's just
the other one that I put.
this is This is not the URL. You go to Namecheap.com or GoDaddy.com, and you can go like figure out what's available. But this is just Lovable.app.
How do you transfer the domain in case you have an existing domain?
You have to go to whatever you buy your domain on, and then you go to all the different like hosting, yeah, and then you gotta like do this bunch of stuff. But you have AI walk you through it. It's like @ what's your host, what's your IP, or whatever numbers are there. Then you figure it out. It walks you through how to do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and publish this for you. Public. Continue, and now this is on the web. So after this thing's done circling, go to pilus-health.lovable.app, and it's on your phone. Tanika, I want to ask you. Sometimes AI is not the best; it gets you really far in places. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this application right here?
That looks good. I like your realized in order to keep it more, I don't know, we were like having this conflicted conversation in this class I was taking, and they were just saying that with AI generated ads and pictures and things like that, it should be more humanized for what I'm trying to do versus, so they were saying use real people versus the AI photos of generated, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what you would do here, you go back home. See how these buttons work?
But yeah, I love that.
You have this.
She looks like a whole robot, but I mean, all of this is tweetable.
Oh yeah, she's kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm like,
like,
girl, she's
whoa.
like. Yeah, but I love that it's giving all of that scientific information right off the jump. So you know, it's just not another app, but where we're going in terms of like telehealth, and it has a clinical vibe.
So what we would do here is you'd find your picture, and then you click on here and say, change this. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna add in a picture of me. I got pretty good hair, I think. Richmond.
Back in the day when everyone used WordPress, they all looked at like, it's the same thing, Lovable, all Lovable apps look alike.
They kind of do, and that's why Claude Design just came out and is kind of kicking Lovable's butt. But if you wanted to, this is something that you guys could rock down, and if you could, I'm gonna get my face in here first before I start double tasking. If you want to, and I'd write this down, you can just do this too. 21st.dev is a good UI, UX page. You can add in anything you want to. So we're gonna do something fun. Component. Let's put in a background. We're gonna add in any of this stuff. Where your mouse is like running around in circles, or have something like this in the background, you can. So it doesn't look AI, right? Again, this is like the very first step. We got your page working. We have the science behind it. We have, here, come on. You can go in here and edit as much as you can. But the thing is with editing this, you have to be very specific. Say, on this /about page, I didn't like how you said hair loss isn't just about hair. I wanted you to say hair loss is everything about hair. I don't know how you would say that. Yeah, that's essentially what that is. And then you go here and just edit it specific, the download page, the get app. And I'm sure that I told it to do this. If you click this button, it could essentially put it on your phone right now. Not in the iOS store, but you can have it looking like an app. It's like a web app.
Can we test it out? Like, what's the website again so we can go to it in real time?
It's called Pilus-Lovable or -health.lovable.app. Now you can make sign in, Google Auth, but you have to walk you through every step-by-step on how to do it, and then you'll be able to do it. If you ever want to remix this, connect with me, give me your email, and I can get you added on here. You can remix it and do whatever you want.
It's just pilotsbeautytech@gmail.
Let's do this so I can remember. I'm gonna put something on the screen. That's not it.
So now that she has an app, what's the back end to fulfill? Like, say someone signs up, like what's the next step after that?
To make it bulletproof, and make it good, and make it flow in the way you want
Even
it.
pertaining to that, when they sign up, some of the issues I was running into with, I guess the web page I was building was that it didn't know where to send the emails. And I think that's why I was saying to attach my own domain so that it can pull those emails for the waiting list and send them somewhere.
Yeah.
So as you're saying, if someone does sign up, it's kind of like, where does it go? You know?
Oh, so yeah, you'll have it here. You'll have a little dashboard. You could say, hey, whenever the signups come in, add it to this Google sheet, and then you'd go through the whole Google Auth stuff.
But I would tweak that back in the prompt
Yeah, so all you gotta do is talk about it right here.
Okay.
Hey, put it in a Google Sheet, or notify me on Slack whenever someone signs up. Or go back to prompt anything. Hey, help me make a prompt for Lovable that whenever someone signs up, they get an immediate email saying you get 10% off your first month if they sign up.
So that prompt comes back to this, I guess, box here.
Yeah. Or you can just say it in here. Some prompts you don't really use prompt anything for. It's just the intricate ones, or like getting started. That's really what prompt anything is most special at.
Right.
But I do want to share. I can manage to open it back up. Oh wait, no.
When you say like make it bulletproof, so once they built it out, is that what Bishop does in terms of like scalability and figuring out if they're want to do like on premises or continue to use the cloud, or
So what we use prompt anything for is we go into the business and we do a demo for them. Like, what do you want to build? Why did you come to this today? What would you want to automate? And we wow them with, we want to automate our outbound sales team, or our marketing, or our financial operations. We're tired of doing reports. We'll build them on the live, on the spot, prompt anything, but tweaking it and making sure it's bulletproof. That takes either you going and letting Claude guide you through every single step of the way, which take a long time. You can do it. Anybody can do it. That's the beauty of AI. You can guide. If you can speak and understand, you can make it happen. That's literally what I did. I didn't know anything about it until, a year and a half ago. Very soon. But now I'm working with enterprise clients because I am the one that's dialed in, right? Anybody can do that. But if you have someone that wants to do it quicker, more robust, I have my contacts in cybersecurity to like machine learning and data science. Those are for like more of the heavy hitters.
but what I mean is per app, right? So it takes off 100,000 users or 1 million users. You help her scale, or like whether it's you're outsourcing it to partners, is that one of the things that you do, or that's kind of something that is done through partnerships, or would it be done separately?
Yeah, this flies to the moon. Let me know. I'll help out. I come from the Salesforce world. I was in Silicon Valley working and doing that stuff. I don't know. I was a Salesforce admin too, just because I wanted to learn that. That was a pain in the butt. But no, Salesforce is fun.
So it's better now.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little cut. But I was with the go-to-market team mainly, so like the sales, marketing, customer success, how to build even smaller companies to larger companies, high budget, low budget. That's where I specialized in. And that's what I'm bootstrapped. This is all me. No investment, no nothing. So. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. We have the WhatsApp community. I should have put a logo up there. I also run the AI Builders community. We meet once a month on the last Thursday of every month. We meet in Wynwood. If you want to be able to either demo, or we have a speaker, we do 3 demos, we do pizza, we do drinks, come join us. We're building the group. It is free, totally free. All this is free. I have a school community where in there, I'll send you guys a separate link. It's how you get your Claude code set up so you can have any assistant, any agent. And then LinkedIn, that's me. Prompt anything, that's what we're playing with. So thank you guys. Appreciate you.